Hello everyone, my name is Tomas Attalla. I'm a manufacturing engineering technology student here at Tennessee Tech University, and I'm currently a second-year sophomore. And today I want to talk to you guys about how Tesla has revolutionized the manufacturing process in the automotive industry. Now I believe they've done this through several ways, but the first way I want to talk about is how they make their workers feel. When they first bought their factory out in California, they painted it this bright white color and tried to keep as open of a design as possible. They did this to induce a feeling of quality on their workers and to try to keep their production high during their work days. Now obviously they have to build the vehicles, so what they do is they start with a giant aluminum coil or a roll of aluminum that is then put through a stamp, and it compresses together, and whenever it decompresses, a body panel comes out. And after they have all the body panels out, they start with the underbody, which is the floor, and start attaching all the other body panels onto it. They do this through several ways. They have adhesive, self-piercing rivets, cold metal transfer, conventional resistive welding, and delta spot welding. After the body is all put together, it's called the body in white, as pictured here. It is put through a paint prep process, which is basically a giant washing machine for these vehicles. After the vehicle is completely cleaned and dried, it is put through a paint booth where it receives 4 different coats of paint: a corrosive resistant coating, a base coat, a primer, and a clear coat. After it is completely done, it goes through a post-paint inspection by 3 different teams to make sure that their paint is absolutely perfect for their customers. Now obviously we can't have a car without the motor, and the motor in the Tesla Model S is a direct descendant of the Nikola Tesla motor, invented almost 100 years ago. The only thing that's really changed is how they produce these vehicles. Basically, they unravel about half a mile worth of copper wire and separate it into 3 different lugs. It is then sewed together using a sewing machine to compress them, and an extra layer of insulation is added to the top. After the motor is completely finished, they attach a gearbox and a DC to AC power converter. Now you might be wondering, how has Tesla revolutionized the manufacturing process in the automotive industry? Well, we have lots of big companies today like GM and Nissan, which produce many of their parts outside of the country and get them shipped in here. Now what that does is slow down the manufacturing process quite a bit, and the feeling of quality goes down because it's not all made in the same workplace, so it can't be supervised by the same person or the same company. So if you keep everything done in the same place, you can provide more jobs here in the U.S., you'd speed up the process, and the quality of the vehicles will increase. Here are my works cited. I got all my information from these sites, and thank you for listening.